Hire him.
Okay.
No.
Yep,
In
we got
fact,
him.
I'm stepping down as CEO. Make him the CEO. He's running the channel now.
He took a photo
Yeah,
and
he took a
posted it on
screenshot.
Facebook. Said it as his cover photo.
Boys, this is it. My life's peaked. In like year 7. And then, bro, the funniest thing, he like says, he's like, oh, okay, we'll check back tomorrow and hopefully it's not a scam. Cuts. So guys, we got scammed. Yo-ho, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Everything's Fine podcast.
Yeah, thank you for joining us for this week's edition of the Everything's Fine podcast. This is our third episode now.
Third episode. Wow, what a milestone. A
I
whole
know.
3.
The big tre.
The big tress.
The big tress.
The big tray, as they say it in
Some language.
England.
Hey, if you're listening to this this podcast on the podcast app or on Spotify, make sure to just subscribe. Maybe give us a rate, 5 stars, leave a good comment. And if you're listening to this or watching it on YouTube, just make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment about what your favourite bit about the potty was.
What comment do we want them to leave?
Well, I like what we've been doing, how we've been saying, if you got to the end,
Yeah,
leave this.
I think we should let's save it to the end. If there'll be a comment at the end if you want to post that, but if you clicked off here, well, that sucks.
Just comment Travis Scott shoes.
So Travis Scott shoes, and this episode sucked. What have you been doing this week, man?
Not much really. I just started a new job, so
Classic. Where's
yeah,
that at?
Just I don't really want to say where it's at.
Disclose
but,
all the information possible.
it's quite complex. It's in a corporate environment.
Super high in the government, hey.
Very, very high.
Very
so,
high, wow.
A lot of training that's been going on, but it's been good. Getting back into a routine's really good. What about you? You've just started back at work as well. haven't you?
I'm back to work now as well. You know, it's actually I never thought I'd be happy to see my workplace. You know, but I walk in there and I'm like, damn, life has meaning all of a sudden.
You know what
I
it feels like?
What?
It honestly feels like going back to school.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Because we've been sitting at home on holidays doing nothing for
Yeah.
probably a month, and now it feels like going back to school.
Like school
seeing all
holiday
your
starts.
friends.
School holiday starts, and you're like, oh, dude, like I'm gonna have all this free time. I'm gonna play all these games. I'm gonna see all my friends, and then 6 weeks in, you're like, bruh, it turns out I need school.
I've done nothing this whole 6 weeks.
Oh my god, dude, I've done I said when it started, I was like, yo, I'm gonna be mad productive. I'm gonna finish all my assignments. I'm gonna downstairs gym all day, bruh. The only thing I've done is my team in FIFA is sick. My team in FIFA.
You've done little bit of your
banging.
assignments, I hope.
Well, I've done I've turned them in, but no, the FIFA is where it's at. I started playing Foot Champs the other day, which is
Foot
like
Champs is a bit. It's beyond me because last FIFA I played was FIFA 18.
Well, yeah, no, like if you don't if you don't know what we're talking about, just talking like FIFA, like Ultimate Team,
Yeah.
soccer game, etc. And like Champs is like the best of the best play. It's like you get 30 games to do it on like a weekend, and yeah.
Oh, actually, I have seen.
Yeah,
that.
it's the
I do
weekend
know it.
league sort of thing. But nah, so like I've been getting into that, and I had the most satisfying moment the other day. It was so good, man.
What happened?
It's like, how do I explain it? It's like when someone like, how do I explain this, dude? It's like this. So like I jumped into a game and I only had like objectives to do, which is like a whole other thing. But like,
So what? Like score 5 goals?
yeah,
or
it was like
something?
score a goal with this certain player. I jump in the game, and I'm like, and it's like you had to win as well. So if I get scored on straight away, I'm like, no, I'm not even gonna like worry about it, whatever.
Yeah.
So jump in this game. This guy starts to like play, and he scores first, and I pause to go and leave. As I pause, he celebrates by shushing and then dabbing.
No.
Which, if you know, in like shushing and dabbing is like a celebration in FIFA. It's like getting
such an insult.
It's like getting
Slapped in
dunked
the
on,
face. Yeah,
and
literally.
then getting spat on after. It's like the most like egregious thing anyone could ever do. It literally, like, it feels wrong. So he does that.
They should ban that
They
celebration.
really should.
It's just such a staple of the game.
It's so
now. They
bad,
just can't
man.
get rid of it.
But no, so like, yeah, he does that, and I go to the pause menu and I go to forfeit. And I'm like, nah, actually, I might have a bit of time to play
Yeah.
this out. 7-2 final score. I pumped this man.
You
I like,
slapped him.
I full went like try hard mode. I
Yeah.
like controller sat close to the screen, arced my back. Like I was up at the screen. Like okay, custom tactics on. Okay, he needs to do a pass here, pass here, pass here. Bang the man, and like after like the fourth goal, I was like, all right, we better switch it.
Yeah.
Shush and dab every celebration. It was
Just try hard, and then when you got to that
yeah.
4 goals. You
Oh,
just went,
well,
"No."
yeah, because, like, he scored 2, and he shushed and dabbed on both of them. But, like, I scored 2. I just skipped my celebrations. I was like, I'm not going to go into it yet.
Yeah.
I scored my third one. I'm like, all right, it's not enough. Fourth one, I'm like, GG. That's it. That's game right there.
Tell you what, well done to this guy for hanging in the game. 7-2.
Yeah, because even at 4, I was like, bro, quit. I scored 5. I was like, bro, quit. 6, please quit. You're wasting both of our times. 7, I was like,
Props to him.
running around just shushing the whole time. But I got him, bro.
Well, funny you should mention FIFA, actually. There was something that we were talking about on the ride here that I actually have been wanting to bring up in a podcast
Yeah.
for a little bit now. And why don't you just enlighten our listeners to your YouTube fame?
Oh, the classic. Yes.
You know what? If you're listening to this podcast, and we know who you are, we know our audience.
We
You've
know-
probably seen this video.
We know our 12 subs already. So if our 12 subs could go and listen to Breaking Bonk's classic YouTube video, 30 best FIFA songs of all time, it really needs the views. It's only on like 1.4 mil. You know?
1.4 million.
Which is like, it's like nothing to me, you know. Like
it's on your resume, isn't it?
It is on my resume. Right down next to Ken Cook 2-minute noodles in minute 59. It's down there with that.
The classic.
Nah, so
It's a nice little lead into it. It's like, oh, okay, this guy, yeah, all right, 2-minute noodles, 1.4 million views on a video.
hire him.
Okay,
Si-
yep,
no.
yep,
In
we got
fact,
him.
I'm stepping down as CEO. Make him the CEO. He's running the channel now.
But
Nah.
yeah, tell us about that video. I remember. How old were you when
Fuck,
you
how
did
old
that?
was I? Because what? That's like 2016, right? So that's...
That was peak FIFA.
So I'm
man.
like... I'm too old. I'm realistically too old to be making those
15?
types of- 15, 16, something like that. No, but because like we've always like started YouTube channels.
Yeah,
You know, like I've
yeah,
got
we've
one-
had YouTube channels in the
I've
past.
got
together.
ones from like when I was like 10 and stuff like that. You
Yeah.
know, but yeah, the Breaking Bonk channel just
That went
accidentally
off. How many
picked-
subs? How many subs you got on?
I think it's on like 2K.
Really?
We should have literally just made this on the
Literally.
Breaking Bonk channel. We should have got free subs there. Yeah. No, I guess
You know
yeah.
what? You know what we should do.
What?
I think that we should go to 30 best. We spoke about this. 30 best songs in FIFA, and I reckon we should pin a comment. Go listen to our new podcast.
Yes.
If we do that, and if you are listening from that video, I want you to comment Breaking Bonk
Yes. Yes.
is a
Yes. Yes.
genius.
If you're at this point of the video, go to that podcast right now. Comment something like, "Oh, everyone should go listen to the Everybody's Fine podcast." Just
Yeah,
something
literally.
like that. I'll
This
pin
guy's
it.
a genius. You should listen to what he's doing now.
Oh, if he can make 30 good FIFA songs, imagine what he could do with a whole podcast. Yes,
What-
please. I'll pin it.
One thing that I really liked that you were talking about as well is you would blow comments up by pinning them.
Oh, yes. I would blow comments up just by like, because like, I get notifications
And we
on my
all know
phone.
what the YouTube comment section can be like.
Oh, it's like I'll get
The
comments
dross.
and it's like, bruh, this is gay and I hate gays. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to have to manually delete
destroy
that
it.
one, aren't I?
Yeah.
But, nah, pinning comments to blow them up. I remember Avicii died and
Rest in peace.
RIP to the man. And I got like, bruh, how many comments was it? Like,
Because how many tracks by
There's
Avicii
like
do you
there's
have?
like 2 Avicii songs in there, but there was like 8 Avicii comments every second.
Yeah,
And
okay.
like I was getting notifications on my phone for those ones, but yeah, a bit of a mad thing, that one.
So it's still blowing up. That's crazy. Hey, if you listen to last week's podcast, you'll know that we were talking about our next segment that we're going to talk about, our next topic.
But
I've gone and watched this throughout the week, and I've been hanging out for so long to talk to you about this. I've gone and watched The Last Dance,
Sick.
and my God, I sat in bed, sat down and went, all right, I'm going to watch The Last Dance. I couldn't stop watching it. I couldn't stop
it's
watching
so
it.
good, man.
I watched 3 episodes, and I've told everybody that I know about it. I know I've still got more episodes to go. What do you think I'm doing after this? I'm going home to watch The Last
For
Dance.
sure. Bro, it's so good.
I've told everyone I know about it. Seriously, if I'm dead serious, if you have not seen it, you need to go watch it. I'm not a fan of the NBA.
Yeah.
I know nothing about the NBA.
Yeah.
I love sport. Even if you don't love sport, go watch it. Michael Jackson, who he is.
Michael Jackson. What? What?
Oh, no.
Do you mean Mike Tyson, bro?
Michael Jordan.
No,
Michael Jordan.
Michelle
Oh,
Pfeiffer.
Jesus.
Do you mean, bro?
Oh,
It's a
I'm done
three
there.
count on it. Bro. Yeah.
No, seriously, go watch it. Who he is around the team is just amazing. What he does, everything.
It's so funny. It's like,
Before you talk about it, I'm only 3 episodes in, so
Yeah.
try not to.
oh no,
Spoil too
it's-
much for
I
me.
don't think there's like spoilers to it. It's just like I watched like this week's episodes 4, 5, and 6, and they start off with interviews from Kobe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
Interesting.
they're really nice. And like, so every time, because I've been watching them in like the living room, just like with the rest of the family, and it's funny. Like I've been dressing up for them.
You know what? I've been watching it with my mum as well.
Yeah.
She's not an NBA fan at all, but I said we need to watch this.
Oh, same. Like mum and my stepdad, they're not NBA fans, but yeah, it's like if you lived in the 90s, you know Jordan, you know the Bulls. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
and mum does too. Like when we were talking about it, because in the 3rd episode they go on to talk about Dennis Rodman,
yeah.
and she goes, "Oh, Dennis Rodman, I know who he is." And
Yeah,
I
of
just
course
went,
you
"What?"
do.
But you've been dressing up for it, have you?
Yeah. Been watching because I got like a bunch of like vintage like Bulls like shirts, etc. You know, and it's like sick. Like I had
You know what? Everyone's a Bulls fan deep down.
bro, everyone's a Bulls fan, man. No one hates the Bulls. I don't think anyone can rightfully say they hate the Chicago Bulls. It's not on.
No.
It's not on, is it?
But sorry, keep going. You've been dressing up.
Nah, so like I had this like vintage Bulls shirt it's like from when they like just won it in like 96 or something. And I remember there was a part in the documentary where they're showing after the game them celebrating, and he had the shirt that I was literally wearing on. I was like, yo, Michael, pass me the ball, bro. Get me out there.
It's just so cool. The thing that I really like in the first, there's 2 quotes that I absolutely love from it.
Yeah.
The one that I'll read out now is from the 3rd episode with Dennis Rodman, and it was from his coach when he was in Detroit.
Yeah.
And one of the assistant coaches is working with Dennis, and the coach grabs the assistant coach and just goes, "Leave him alone. You don't put a saddle on a Mustang."
Yeah, exactly, man. Like, that's why he was so good. You know, that's why I think they were all so good. Because, like, their coaching... Well, I mean, obviously not to discredit Phil Jackson as a coach. He's, like, the best coach of all time. But the best parts of that team were just, like, draw up plays for a certain player and just let that player do good.
The thing
You
is,
know?
I think when you're at that level and you've got that amount of good players, you don't need to coach that much. You just need to be able to get them ready for a game and then just put them out there.
Yeah, that's it, man. It's, yeah, like...
That's what Mum brought up, because we were watching before they... it's the first game of the 97-98 season, and all Phil Jackson says is, we need to start well if we're going to get this season off onto a roll. So go out there and play hard. And that's literally all that he says. But you really don't need to say much more when you have someone like Michael Jordan.
Yeah, it's
said
like, just go out there and be Jordan.
Yeah,
you know?
literally.
Do what you want to do.
But he echoes everything that Phil says as well, which I find so interesting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, I don't think anyone respects Phil Jackson as much as
Michael
Jordan
did.
does.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't reckon Phil Jackson respects anyone as much as Jordan, you know?
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Because before watching it, I knew nothing about Jordan, about the Bulls, anything. But I'm still so amazed with how humble he is with everything.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure what he's like, but he appears very humble. in it.
Bruh, there's a moment in the first episode. I don't know, like, when they're in Paris and he's, like, about to go on, like, TV. I don't know what it was, but he's about to go
Oh
on, like, some
yeah, and that
interview.
guy comes up to
Yeah,
him.
yeah. The guy, like, comes up to him and he's, like, fixing his tie and he's like,
Hello, can you
yeah,
find
so he's
this?
like, can you, so you're going on in 2 minutes, you know, face the crowd, and also, can you sign this, please? And it's just like, and like, Jordan looks at his mate and he's like, I ain't dealing with this, man.
Yeah,
That's like,
that must get old though.
that's what I mean, you
Like
know?
that's the one thing I'll give Jordan. He's a professional and he expects everyone around him to be professionals as well.
Yeah, like, for sure, I'd say, that's the team of the 90s right there.
Hey, and the other interesting quote from it that I really like is Jordan's assistant coach when he was playing for University of North Carolina.
Yeah, UNC, represent.
And they just talk about the whole time how every single day he wanted to improve, get better, and he would work so hard to do it. And the thing is, this is the quote from his assistant coach is, Jordan is the only player that could be able to switch it on and off, and he never frickin' turned it off.
Never freaking turned it off,
It's
man.
just like for it, and it is hard for when you're playing sport to be able to turn it on.
Yeah.
But he just had an ability to never turn it off, never.
And that's why he's the second best player of all time, man.
Oh, jeez, that's a hot take. All right, who's the best?
James Harden.
No,
No, not yet. Not yet. He will be there.
Zion one day.
Yeah, Zion's the best player ever, man.
One day,
He
one
played, what, 12 games so far?
Missed most of them.
Nah, I don't know, maybe because I'm younger and I just didn't get to watch Jordan growing up, but I definitely believe LeBron is above that, you know.
The thing is, though, how many titles has LeBron won?
See,
Championships.
LeBron's only got 4, you know, or 3. He's got
Jordan had
3,
6,
sorry,
didn't
3.
he?
Yeah, Jordan had 6 and he didn't lose a final. But, like, if you're going to make finals an argument, like, Bill Russell is, like, a Celtics legend and he won, like, 11. So it's like,
jeez.
why isn't Bill Russell the best player of all
When was
time?
that? During the 80s?
Yeah, I think that's like 70s, 80s,
Yeah.
60s even.
They just absolutely dominated
It's
around
like,
that time
because
period.
do you know about like Wilt Chamberlain and all that stuff?
I've heard of
Bruh, Wilt Chamberlain is a story. That he scored 100 points in a game. 100 points in an actual NBA game.
I thought that Jordan dropping 62 in a playoff was a
Nah,
lot.
man. And it's funny, like 100 points isn't even his best score.
Oh my god.
He claimed to sleep with 10,000 women in his
Oh,
whole
I
life.
have heard of Will. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have heard of Will Chamberlain. Yeah.
Which, bruh, if that's true, props player. Bruh.
Maybe just go get checked
I,
out as well.
I swear, I saw someone do like the math somewhere, and it was like, if he did 10,000, like, I don't know if it was in a year or
No.
in his lifetime,
way.
something like that, but it was like, he would have had to sleep with like 2 women every night, and they had to be different women. Which, I mean, like in his era, maybe. But
I think he's
bruh,
overreaching.
I
there.
think he's, yeah, I don't know about that one. But no, it is what it is. What else have I been doing this week? I've been like, oh, that's right. Yeah, no, FIFA's not the only game I've been playing as well. I've been playing.
Are you gonna say what I think you're gonna say?
What do you think I'm gonna say?
Well, you go. Are you gonna say Fortnite?
No,
I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking, are you gonna say Warzone?
Yeah, I was gonna say Warzone.
I have been playing Warzone as well.
Really?
I haven't played COD since about probably Black Ops 2,
Yeah,
but oh my god, I love Warzone. What
It's
a game.
pretty
It's
good.
very good.
because like I was never really into like Fortnite or like even just like any battle royale. You know, I wasn't really like into that. But yeah, Warzone's got me hooked, and it was like, it just brings back so many memories for
Oh,
me.
doesn't it?
You know what I mean?
Modern Warfare. What a campaign. Oh, I love
Hey,
Modern Warfare.
what is your like top 3 like COD runs, like game to game?
Oh, I'd probably have to say Well, it's difficult because for me, I sort of came in. The first COD I ever got was Black Ops 1, the first one.
Yeah.
But when I grew up, I never had internet. Like, I never had Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So I never played online. The first time I played multiplayer was probably year 7, year 8. So probably
Yeah.
like 2012, 2013.
So what's that? That's like,
Well, let me get into that.
Yeah.
So I always used to play Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, the campaigns. I loved them all.
yeah.
Never really played Modern Warfare 3, and never played World at War.
Fair.
But
Missing out, by the way. It was a good game.
yeah, apparently. But I remember that Christmas, I was a Christmas noob. I got Black Ops 2 and we got Wi-Fi.
Bruh. Christmas noobs.
That game was amazing. But yeah, I was a Christmas noob. I was so bad.
Dude.
My KD in that game was like... I actually don't even want to say what it was.
Oh, well, I mean, like, you were like a kid, so, I mean, it's
I
fair
think it was 0.37?
Get out.
Yeah, dead set.
Nah, get out.
Literally.
You're not allowed to have a KD under 1. It's against the rules. You weren't allowed into clans if you didn't have,
I know.
You didn't have a high KD.
Well, we started our own clan.
What was your clan?
Pleasant.
Pleasant Clan.
Yeah, Pleasant.
I had it, like, who was in Pleasant Clan?
So it was my cousin. He's a very, very good Call of Duty player.
And was this a trick shotting clan? Or
No. It was just like...
Just the boys.
Just the boys. One of my other mates. One of our mates that we went to school with, Dicko.
Yeah.
We used to play a lot of zombies and just like online.
Oh,
But,
just train them.
Yeah, literally. But geez,
Bro.
Black Ops 2, I just remember the classes that I had were so good.
That's my, like, muse. Black Ops 2 is, like, my shit. I remember, like, staying up till 3 a.m. just chatting with the boys on, like, PS3 headset.
So you were PS3, I was Xbox.
Yeah, so we never played,
Never.
which just sucks because, you know, like, we, like me, and it was 2 other lads that I played with that I went to school with, and legit, it was like, we would jump on COD as soon as we got home from school. Only time you'd leave is to have dinner.
Yeah,
You come
literally.
back, 3 a.m. Mob of the Dead.
Oh,
Bruh.
what a map.
Don't get me started
What a
on Mob of the damn Dead, bro. Mental.
That was such a good map. And Origins as well. Oh, when Origins came out, that was such a good map.
Origins, bruh. Just like, and like, bro, the amount of like clans we joined as well.
Yeah.
I remember we jumped into like this like lobby, and there were like these 2 like clearly older Aussie dudes. Like they had like very like deep like, oh, what are you boys doing around here trick shotting?
Yeah.
And I remember it was like,
They're like 40-year-old guys that, you know.
yeah, like, you know, a bit too into COD, maybe a bit too into kids as well, but, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
No, and then, yeah, I remember one of my mates, Jaden, who was, like, we were...
Cardo.
Yeah, Cardo, YTB, Frosty,
Yeah.
you know, all that.
Hey, we'll link that down below, so go.
Right, like, yeah. Okay, after you go watch the 1.4 million FIFA song video, you can go to Silicone Juice, which is another channel we've created, and just jump on that. He's on there as well. But no, I remember we were in the lobby with him, and it was mad funny because he hits like a trick shot,
Tricky.
like, right in front of these guys, and they're like, "Oh, what the fuck was that, bro? All 3 of you jump in the clan." And I remember because like
Who was it? It was you, Cardo, and
like this other guy Tyler, but
yeah,
yeah, I remember
Big Man.
Yeah. I remember yeah, you could like actually like make legitimate clans and like track your stats. And I remember they sent an email to be in their clan. It was called like Enigma Clan or something like that.
I think I've heard about this.
Bruh, COD clan names were just the shittest things ever. It was like, take a word that sounds like fake deep and then like make some of the letters uppercase and some of them lower. Optic. Soar. I'm hitting trick shots for Soar Gaming.
FaZe clan. It's not a phase.
It's not just a phase, bro. I remember like being like, bruh, if I'm ever gonna make it in this world, I need to be in like FaZe.
Bro, do you know what? That literally, that was, I think we can all agree. And if we know our audience, I think everyone can agree. The top level of success when you were 13 and playing Black Ops 2 was to be a YouTuber,
Yes.
like a gamer
Yes.
YouTuber, or to be in like FaZe Clan.
Yes. It was FaZe or
Maybe
That was it.
Optic. Yeah, no, FaZe was it. I never watched anything
Friends
else.
with KSI maybe. But
Yeah.
that was it.
I was
literally.
never into FIFA back then. COD was it.
Oh yeah,
That
no,
was
no.
all oh, you know who else?
Who?
YKR Speedy.
Oh my god, bro, that's unlocked a memory. That's
Oh.
unlocked a memory in my skull.
They
Speedy
were
in the
crew.
game.
Yeah, the crew.
Bro, and they did like the dolphin diving and stuff like that.
Hey, just a quick side note.
Yeah.
One of our good friends, Pyrofusion, really
Yeah.
want to get him on a podcast, and we know he's a big listener of ours. So
Yeah.
thanks, Pyro.
Hey, Pyro.
Made it into a game with them.
With
Yep.
oh, he
With the
did.
crew.
He
With the
did,
crew.
He did. Yes, he did. And I remember it was on like Facebook and shit
Yeah,
like that.
he took a photo
Yeah,
and
he took a
posted on
screenshot.
Said it as his cover photo.
Boys, this is it. My life's peaked. Like you said. Oh, bro, because he was an editor.
Yeah, he was. He's a great editor, and I mean even his channel now, like he had 10,000
Like
subs.
it dead set, like just saying Pyrofusion might actually ring a bell to like TF2 players.
Yeah,
you know,
literally.
because he's like
He
pretty
was
prominent
big,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. He did a stream the other day. I streamed with him.
Really?
Yeah.
As Pyro.
I don't know if you saw that, but yeah,
I didn't know.
He because he stopped uploading to like do uni and shit like that. But yeah, he came back with a stream, and it was me.
How'd it go? Was it?
Oh, it was pretty good. You know, like
Did you play TF2?
Well, yeah, it was like it's like his audience is like TF2, so but yeah, no, like yeah, no. If you guys have ever seen a Pyrofusion video, which you know, some
Hopefully
of
you
might
have.
Yeah, it's a good content. I'd check out Scrap to Sunbeams episode 16,
Are
the
you in
one
it?
where he gets PayPal scammed for $200.
Does he?
Have you not seen that?
No.
Bruh, my god.
Oh, that's what
You
you
have.
meant when I remember how a couple of weeks ago on the podcast we might have actually cut it,
Yeah.
but we were talking about a friend that got scammed on PayPal, and it was the friend that
Yeah.
I saw today, and you thought it was Pyro. So we've actually had multiple friends that
We've
have
had
been scammed
multiple friends get
on
scammed.
PayPal. Hey
No.
kids, just be careful out there.
Yeah,
okay? When you're
watch PayPal.
downloading Minecraft servers
No,
and mods.
Dead set, man. If you watch that video, I think it's from like what 2014, 15, something like that. It is hilarious to watch
$200
back.
back then as well was big.
200 US as well. That was not
Oh.
odd. Yeah, it was so funny because like you watch the video and it's like he's trying to sell these like in-game items. TF2 is like a Steam game, by the way, lads. Yeah, he's trying to sell some like in-game items for like PayPal, which is like a thing. But this guy's like, bro, I'm sending you $200. Here's the link. Like 14-year-old Pyrofusion clicks the link. It's like a fake PayPal site with like the most pixelated JPEG PayPal logo, and it's an invoice. It's not like it's
So
not. An
he
actual
had to
payment.
invoice him.
Yeah. So instead of sending the payment, this guy sent an invoice to him and just thought that this kid would be dumb enough to just believe it.
Yeah.
And he does.
did.
And it's so funny to just watch it break down on stream because he's like, so guy, like he's high pitched as well, like, hey guys, so like, oh, I guess
So he
said,
literally breaks down in the video.
well, because the guy says in the video, he's like, oh, it'll take 24 hours for like the payment to come through, so don't worry yet. And then Pyro's like, great, here's the unusuals, trades it to him, he's like the items, and then the other guy removes him a friend, and Lockie's just like, oh, okay, that's a bit weird, but we'll get our money tomorrow. And then, bro, the funniest thing, he like says, he's like, oh, okay, we'll check back tomorrow and hopefully it's not a scam. Cuts. So guys, we got scammed. And it's like the
Makes
most
for
like
great
curb
viewing.
your enthusiasm moment ever. It's bruh.
the next morning.
It's so funny, man. But he's a lot older now, a lot
Yeah.
mature.
Yeah.
I don't think he
I
could
don't
get
think he gets- yeah.
PayPal invoiced again.
No.
Or at least he would know
I
what an
think
invoice
he's doing the
is.
invoicing now.
Oh, bro, he's definitely doing the invoicing, man. He's got that high-paying job, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah,
But,
he does actually.
you know, potential. I think he should be our first guest.
I would love to have
Realistically,
him on.
I think
Lockie, if you're listening, mate, we're sending out an invitation.
if you guys want to see Pyrofusion on the podcast,
Comment Pyrofusion.
bruh, we've got too much for them to comment already. They've got like 5 things to comment already. And this
Sorry,
is
sorry.
just for YouTube people as well.
This is true.
Sorry, Spotify listeners.
Yeah, sorry.
You're
Sorry,
a lower
podcast
class scum.
Yeah,
Oh.
just if you're listening to this, just switch it over to YouTube. Just give it a like and give us a view and just comment.
And
anyway.
then delete it.
Yeah.
Just delete the browser, get rid of it,
Yeah.
and just come back to Spotify.
Yeah,
know,
that's it.
the
And
home.
continue listening.
Listen to it twice if you have to.
Yeah.
Leave it on loop and walk away. We're trying to
That's what we
pad
do,
our
isn't it?
streams. Yeah. well, hang on. We don't expose the business like
Ooh,
that.
sorry,
Don't
our business
expose it,
model.
dickhead.
Sorry.
Come on, bro. Gee.
Hey, there's something else. This isn't current news anymore.
yeah.
That I really wanted to talk about, and it's Donald Trump versus COVID-19.
What's he done?
You saw in the news how he believes that you can inject. What was it?
What was it, like bleach or some shit?
Yeah, like into yourself, and that'll kill the virus, and
Well-
also most of your insides. So please don't do it.
Yeah, if you are listening, I mean, give it a crack, see if it works.
But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about how the timeline is messed up. Okay?
Oh!
So just to give you a bit of
Go
context
on.
here, I want you to explain it, but I'll just give the context. So you should have all seen Back to the Future 2. In Back to the Future 2, when Marty goes to the future and then comes and he's in his past. It's all
Yeah.
good, whatever. He goes to the future and then he comes back to the past. And the whole timeline is screwed up because of one little event in history. And that's because of that guy coming back. or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Mitch believes that the timeline, our timeline, is screwed up because of what event started it.
I don't need to just believe it. It's real. We're not in the same timeline we're supposed to be on, you know?
No.
And what year did it change?
2016.
No, was it 15, 16? That's right. Leicester
Leicester winning
winning
the
the
league.
Prem. Bruh, when Leicester City won the British Premier League in soccer, is a wrap. It was a wrap for you. That was it. Because, like, if you think about it, before that, nothing really, like abnormal, like, crazy abnormal, you know? Like, I'm sure someone will bring up something obscure, like, oh, someone peed on a tractor and it set things off. But,
No,
bro,
this
Leicester
set-
won the Prem.
This
It
set
wasn't
off.
meant to happen, and it proved that we got shifted out of the timeline accidentally, because since then, Trump, COVID, a lot.
Kanye West dropping I Love It.
Yeah, that's such a
And
big thing.
Poopity Scoop.
Bruh, and it was at the Pornhub Awards as well.
Oh, that too.
That was so funny. They did
You
like...
cannot sit and tell me that the timeline is not messed up.
okay, picture this, right? Think of this pre the timeline messing up. Seeing this headline. Kanye West and Little Pump performing in Roblox Minecraft suits at the Pornhub Awards.
It's just...
That would have never happened if
in
Leicester
a
didn't
different
win the
dimension.
league, bro. If Leicester
Literally.
didn't win it, we wouldn't have Trump, we wouldn't have COVID, we wouldn't have the Pornhub Award. It's real.
Hey, Pornhub, if you're listening.
Sponsor the show. We need those. We need sponsors from anywhere we can get them. I don't care.
Hey,
Pornhub would have dollars as well. They don't.
they
bank.
would. They would. They
They
would have bank.
to sponsor us, man.
Hey, we'll just give this little local business here where we live a little shout out. Shout out to Mookie.
Oh,
Huge shout out to Mookie.
dude! If you're a Canberran, Mookie, go to it right now. Stop listening to put the podcast on
Yeah.
in the car. But then, stop it once you get there.
And when you get there, just like show them this part of the podcast.
And like, oh, bro, imagine if we got Mookie as a sponsor.
That would be great.
That's the goal.
Seriously though, not sponsored.
No. That's the
Go.
goal. That's the goal from now on. I want to say by episode 50, I want a Mookie sponsor.
I want pre-Mookie before every potty.
Oh, dude, we had Mookie here. You had the Donald Watson, which is like the
The
vegan
vegan
burger.
one, very good. Cannot recommend it higher.
I've had it.
It's good.
It was good. Like, and I'm not like a vegan, but
You're
like
not a vegan guy.
I'm not a vegan dude. I don't eat kale. I don't drink kombucha. I had the burger. Like,
I don't drink kombucha.
I only eat my chicken nuggets. No, I had the Donald Watson. It was pretty good.
It's good.
And I'm not a
Rate it.
vegan eater, but yeah, I enjoyed it. But bro, I'm telling you, like, best chicken burger in Canberra.
Apparently, I'm taking his word for it.
Yeah, they got to open up more. You know,
Dead set. Seriously, go check out Mookie if you can.
if you're not in Canberra, sucked in. That sucks for you.
Just come to Canberra.
Come to Canberra. We do pretty cool things. Like once a year, we have Floriade. That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
A festival of flowers. That's pretty sick.
You can go to Mooseheads, Canberra.
Mooseheads, where
God.
everyone's. That's a. Oh, surely that's a
cesspit.
topic for another day.
We'll shelf that one. Why don't next week?
I think that's.
Put it in notes. Next week we'll talk about Mooseheads at the
Moose.
top.
We'll say Mooseheads.
Tell you what, next week we will talk about our best Mooseheads stories.
Oh, yes, we will.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm making a note of that now.
Make a note. Best Moosehead stories. Mooseheads, surely the second best nightclub in Canberra. Or do you put Wolf above it?
I put, personally,
Or is Moose first?
Wolf for me, personally.
I'd say ACAD's number one, man.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to ACADs.
And just while I think of it as well, another sponsor, if you could. Shout out to Blake. A couple of weeks ago, gave us a moral dilemma on whether he should be drinking original Great Northern or Super Crisp.
Oh, dude.
Go with the Super Crisp.
Super Crisp. Bro, it's good
We're
too.
having a Super Crisp while we're making this, and I tell you what, it's a good drop, going down really well.
It's pretty good. Like, tastes very similar, like Coronas, if you will. You know?
I'm not a massive fan of Corona, but you love Corona.
Yeah, well, I contracted it the other day, so... Got a bit of the coronavirus, don't I?
Bit of a Corona.
Nah, bit of a funny thing. I've got nothing else to say. I'm just looking at you for something else to say.
Oh, goodness. Well, I've got something that we could move on to.
Yes, let's talk about something. Go on.
So it was my mum's birthday.
Happy birthday.
A couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Mum.
birthday, Mum. We're recording this on Saturday. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. Are you a good present giver or not? You are. You are a very good one. You are a very good gift giver.
Oh, but, like, it depends on who, too. Because I know if I was buying it for you, it'd be really good. But, like...
You dead set. I don't think I've ever seen you give a bad present. Like, dead set to anyone.
Nah, I've given some stinkers in my time, man. I've given some real stinky
What's
presents.
the worst present you've ever given your parents?
Not my parent. Actually, no, my stepmom. When I was in year 7, I pirated a copy of Pink's album, and I printed it out on a CD, and I made printouts of the cover, and I put the cover and the printed out pirated CD in a case, and I said,
"Jeez, that's bad."
Happy Mother's Day. Got you the new Pink album. I paid $0 for it.
Did she know? Did she notice?
Well, I think she in year 7 she just appreciated the gesture.
Yeah.
But
See, you know what? It actually would have been more effort to go out, pirate it, print it all off, and put it all together than actually just go down to JB and buy it.
yeah, but I saved like $20 on doing it. So, and like the cover was like a 200 pixel JPEG image.
Oh,
It
so
looked
it's
really bad.
Yeah.
But,
It wasn't even like the same album cover. It didn't even match.
No, it was a deluxe version. You know, hidden pirated deluxe version.
I'd say the worst present I ever got my mum was a couple of Christmases ago, and I learned a very valuable lesson with this one.
Yeah.
She kept going on about how she needed new oven mitts,
Yeah.
so I got her oven mitts for Christmas, among other things.
Lit.
But she was not happy.
With the oven mitts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She turned to me and she said, "You do not ever get a woman oven mitts or cleaning material, like something to cook with or something to clean with. It is so rude." And I was like, and she's like, "I know the gesture, I know, and it's good, but don't you ever dare do it again."
Yeah. No, that was like the same thing because like I only did my Mother's Day shopping like yesterday.
I did today.
Yeah, and I was like,
Sorry, Mum.
yeah, no, I mean we all leave it last minute. It's it's just your mum, whatever,
Ooh,
No, I remember I was in Kmart and I was with the girlfriend and she was like, "You know what you should do?"
How is she? How's Abby?
Yeah, she's good, Janet Abby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no, she's in there and she's like, "What about some pots and pans?"
Oh, yeah.
And at first I was like, "That's a brilliant idea. That's so smart."
Yeah.
Yeah, so went to that section, and I got over there and I was like, Oh, wait, hang on. Probably not the smartest thing to do, really. You know, I know the rule. I know the rule with women. It's with mums, you don't. No cooking, no cleaning, because it's just, yeah, it just gives the vibes of like, hey,
You're ungrateful.
Happy Mother's Day. Here's a present for you, and the present is shit to cook for us with.
You made a very smart decision there,
No,
Mitchell.
I ended up going with wait, she's at the other end of the house. She can't hear us, but
She won't hear.
I got her a book, like a nice recipe book. She is into like cooking at the moment.
Okay,
but-
so
so yeah, I pretty much did get her a cooking thing anyways. No, it's like it's not like a like. Class.
and the next one, here's a set of gloves to clean with.
I got her some Windex and some dishwashing tablets.
As she said last night that she wanted some, so I went and got her
She
some.
did, yeah. I got her some groceries for her birthday.
I got her a voucher for like Woolies.
I gave her $10 and that was it. No, I got her this book, which was like, we saw it in Kmart. It was like really nice. It was like niche recipes for like little desserts and shit. And I was like, she loves doing that, so got her that. And then got her some like pajamas as well. Cause
Oh, yeah, sweet.
She's
That's-
been needing that.
You
But
can never go wrong with PJs.
you can never go wrong with PJs. Like robes as well, bro.
Yeah.
They all love robes. I love a robe. I love a good
I actually
robe.
need a robe.
But would you get like the big fleecy one or like a silk robe?
I'd get a big fleecy one,
Nah.
and I want it to be pink.
Ooh, that's a little cute. That'd be cute on you, man.
Yeah.
No, I'd want like the real thin, like silky material
Really?
ones. Yeah,
It's not warm though.
it's sleek. It's sexy. I'd
I'd
say.
want it to. Well, yeah, it would be pretty sexy. Just
On me?
imagine Mitchell. Yeah, very.
Yes.
Just,
Let's go. God, I'd look
Let's go.
Let's go. I'd look sexy in a robe. Let's go.
Mitchell getting out of the shower into his
Into my little
gold silk robe.
pink lady's robe. Oh,
Ooh,
nothing sounds better, man.
damn.
Why don't we just throw this podcast equipment off the desk and let's just go at it?
Let's just take our robes off.
Yeah, because we
Drop
are
our robes.
Yeah. Oh, bruh. On Instagram before. You know, like, I don't know if you've seen this, but I've been noticing this a lot. Like, all these, like, girls posting stuff like, oh, you guys need to stay at home. You know, we need to practice social distancing right now, or else, you know, it's going to suck. And then I see, like, oh, it's my birthday. Here's 6 of the lads around.
It just
Bruh.
gets thrown out the window whenever it applies.
I couldn't.
someone.
I literally was going through my stories and I saw 3 in a row. Like I just tapped through them, and it was like birthday celebrations, and it was like 8 of their friends just drinking. And then I
Goodness.
tapped again, and it was like,
Well, they have relaxed restrictions now, I think.
but like to that extent, or
I don't know. I think maybe it's 10 people now. I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
know. Like either way, it's just it's just funny.
Grr, so angry.
It's just funny to see him be like, stay at home or else you're dead. And then
You're gonna
legit
kill
turn
my
around.
granny.
Just having a bit of tequila with the girlies. Gonna put on some Dance Monkey by Tones and
Oh,
I.
jeez.
And do the Renegade dance on
And
TikTok.
we're gonna do some TikTok
Yeah.
dances. I went down to the shops today just to pick up a couple of things.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, half
Oh,
Canberra was out.
Dude. I think I half think it's because Mother's Day tomorrow. Half because
Everyone just needs to get out.
it's relaxed as well. But yeah, I went to the shops this morning. It was fairly decent. Packed. But that was at 8. You know, I went at 8 and it was packed. My sister went at like 12. Couldn't get in. It was
No
like,
social distancing
what?
whatsoever. No social distancing.
Oh, bro, I swear, everyone was just waiting to get to this point where it was like, who cares anymore? And then it's like, alright, fuck it, back to normal.
Yeah, literally. It's been it's been difficult over the past couple of months. I'm so looking forward to when we can go back to normal.
Yeah.
What's the thing that you've missed most?
Thing that I've missed most really was, there's like this arcade in like the city area, which is like, it's like half a bowling alley.
Oh, yeah, I know it. I've never
Kingpin?
been.
Kingpin Bowling, I think
Is
it's
that the
called
new
something
one?
like that. Yeah, it's really new. It's like
Yep.
in the center. It's like, yeah, it's like bowling, laser tag, and then a big ass arcade, and I remember I went there with Abby before, and
Shout out Abby.
yeah, she getting mad shout outs this episode. I went there with her, and they had like this game that was like Connect 4, but with basketball hoops.
Oh, you would
Bruh,
love that.
It was sick. Like we literally, I think we spent like $100 just
$100.
yeah, well, like for tokens for the whole thing, and like we went around to like did like each one once. Got to this one, and we're like, nah, this is it for the rest of the
Yeah,
day.
you
We just
splurged.
want to do this. It was like you like get the balls, they all drop down, and you like step back, you shoot this legit basketball. It's got to go in the hoop for it to count as like what are they called in Connect 4? Like tokens or whatever.
Yeah.
It was so funny because like you build up 3, and then you just would never be able to hit that fourth shot to
Yeah.
get it.
Just choked.
Yeah, I was a choker, man, and like I'm the one like shooting, like practicing my form. I got my elbows straight, got my running off my fingers, you know, doing all this shit, and it's like bricking, and she's the one like granny shotting it
And she's
underhanded.
getting it every single
And
time.
she's like witty, and she's turning around. She's like, "You're supposed to be good at basketball," and I'm like,
She's
"I am."
bugged you off as well.
I'm like, "I am." It's just the hoops aren't regulation size.
Yeah, if this was regulation, I'd be fine.
It's rigged against the system.
It's 10 foot. I'd
It's
be good.
disgusting. No, what do you reckon you've missed the most?
Definitely the footy. Hands down for me.
Well,
footy.
isn't the footy coming back?
It is. I'm looking forward to it.
28th, right?
Yeah, 28th of May.
That's in
A couple of weeks. So
Like,
really looking forward to that.
19 days.
Yeah. The thing that I wanted to do so much this year, like I wanted to go camping, like most weekends, that type of thing. Just have not been
Yeah,
able to
it's
do
all
it.
been sacked off.
Yeah,
You know?
literally. Have not been able to do it, which absolutely sucks, but
Yeah.
you know, small price to pay.
Yeah, like I was really looking forward to like playing basketball and
Yeah.
doing all
Yeah, our
like, the
basketball's
sports
been
that we've
suspended.
been doing as well, you know. So looking so forward to getting into that, but yeah, have it all like called off so early, gut wrenching, but it'll come back. Actually, you know what I did sign up for now that we're talking about sports?
What?
I signed up for an E-League.
An E-League? What
Yeah.
for FIFA?
Yeah. So we go through what's it called? Urban Rec, which is
Yeah.
like a rec league.
Oh, I
for
saw
sports.
that.
Yeah,
I saw that
bro.
pop up.
They were doing like E-Leagues for like FIFA and Madden and 2K.
That's a great idea.
And I was like, I looked at it, it was like $20 entry, and it was like the winner gets like a free membership and like a bunch of like hats and shirt and drink bowls and shit. And I was like,
May
20,
as well.
and I was like, $20 to pump someone at FIFA every week. Yeah,
Yeah.
chuck me in. So I just know that like the way I used to get prepared for like our basketball games is the way I'm gonna get prepared for like my FIFA online games. You know, like rock up a couple hours early, all the gear on,
Yeah,
do a couple
literally.
stretches, couple warm ups, go for a run, jump into bed, smash some guy FIFA.
Smash some FIFA.
And you know what I'm doing? You know what I'm doing?
What?
Shushing and dabbing.
Oh,
I'm gonna
always.
shush and dab for sure.
Was at the top of the episode. It's got to be.
I'm gonna just roll it in anyone's face. You know, if you paid money to enter this league, and I've pumped you in before I get dominated every game,
Nah, you'd be fine. I actually reckon you do really well at that.
I've gotten better at it. You know, like it's literally just all this free time I've had.
Yeah.
You know, to just purely play FIFA.
Yeah, well, yeah. I got Warzone and then I started working. Tell you what, if I got Warzone a week earlier, oh my god.
Oh my god, bro, you'd be on it.
Yeah, literally. It'd be
But-
crazy. I'd be number one in the whole entire world.
But money's nice too. Hey.
Yeah, money is pretty good. So,
But it's no Warzone wins though, is it?
I actually haven't had a Warzone win yet.
Oh, it's
Highest I
tough.
placed is 8 in solo,
Damn.
so pretty high. And that was actually one of my first games. So, trying to figure out a tactic for
A
Warzone.
tactic.
Trying to get tactics down pat. but I
Nah,
can't remember.
I've never come close to winning, but I remember like what I don't get is where are the people who played Fortnite in like 2018? Remember when like all the the dudes would post on their stories if they won?
Where did that go for COD?
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
what I
not
mean.
as cool.
Like you know, like you'd see on Snapchat stories of like dudes being like, "Just got another dub with the boys."
Yeah, I actually saw
and
so
it was
many.
like it was like multiple photos of just like victory royales, and it
Yeah.
was like, you know, why would they post that?
Yeah, I saw so
What
many
was the
on
point?
Instagram. I saw heaps on Instagram. People just, one like victory
Royale.
Like, oh man,
What
you
were they
know?
expecting?
Yeah, literally, it's like, I don't know. Maybe I should start posting my dubs.
A girl sees that and they're just like,
Yeah, sick.
"Why am I so wet all of a sudden?" He got a
Um,
victory royale. How's he done that?
My girlfriend, when I told her that I got COD,
Yeah.
she's like, she looked at me and she said, "I'm not dating a gamer, so you better not be on that much." And I went, "Oh,
What,
yeah, it's fine." Yeah,
bro?
she does not like it.
You need to ditch her.
I know.
No, you don't. She's lovely.
Bin her off.
She's a lovely woman. We do love Phoebe, but
Yeah, she's great.
but if she's gonna disrespect gamers like that, bro,
Yeah, seriously.
and you know me, I'm a hardcore gamer. I'm an epic Reddit gamer. Wholesome 100 Keanu Chungus.
It's 1.4 million views.
Bruh, I am a gamer. I got 1.4 million views on a video. That's an epic moment.
It's mainstream. One of the things I've actually liked seeing on Instagram
Yeah.
at the moment, which can we just put out there? We started.
Oh, we did start!
Is the Bill Clinton?
Bro, the Bill Clinton swag challenge.
We started
that.
it.
No, I will go to the grave saying we started that.
We did.
Because, like...
Scribbly, I think like Lachlan or you or Todd posted
yeah,
something
the boys.
in
And it was like,
our
do it.
chat. Yeah.
Yeah, so like if you don't know what we're referring to, there's like this challenge going around on Instagram where people use like this template of Bill Clinton listening to like vinyl records, and like you have to like put your own records in and then like post it and like tag people and be like, oh,
I
post
nominate
yours.
this person.
Nominate this person to post their, you know, for the Weekend albums, you know, yay. But bruh, like how 3 weeks before that started,
Dead set. Couple of
we
weeks.
were in a Discord call with some of the boys, and we were like, boys, have you seen this cool, funny thing, this Bill Clinton? There's a way you can do it yourself, so let's do it, and then just show us like what we've been listening to, and we did it, and then I
we
remember
did heaps though. We did.
someone said like, wouldn't it be funny if we just put it on Instagram without like any like notifications, you know, or like any tags, like no reason.
Yeah, we just all posted.
And we were
it
just
at
like,
the same
boys,
time.
let's all do it together and see if anyone notices. And we put them all up at like 6 different accounts posting the same photo. 2-3 weeks later, it circles back.
It's everywhere.
And I'm seeing everyone I know posting these Bill Clinton photos. And it's like, bruh, we started this trend.
What was my top 4 for that was
Yeah.
was Yeezus. That was the one that he's holding. The one at the back I had Anti by Rihanna. And then I had Currents and Under Pressure by Logic.
By Logic, yeah.
4 really good albums.
Amazing albums. Like, sort of the same ones I listened to.
And then I had one where it was just Astroworld 4 times. Cause
which,
it's just an
yeah,
absolute classic.
makes sense as
It's the
well.
best album ever.
My planet, my home.
And then I had
Yeah.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy,
Yeah.
Gang Signs and Prayer, Rodeo, and Iridescence. Love that album, Iridescence.
Iridescence, which people usually call Brockhampton's worst.
I love it. I think it's their best.
I reckon it's good too, man. But yeah, I can see where people would come with that. But I love it. I don't think it's their worst. But I remember, what was mine? Oh, I had Yeezus too.
Yeah, you definitely had Yeezus.
Well, I got Yeezus tatted on me, so
Yeah.
I feel like I sort of have
You
to.
know what though? I've
Yeah.
been thinking lately. Yeezus is definitely my favorite Ye album.
For sure.
But I'm sort of coming around to what you were on. I'm really a massive fan of The Life of Pablo again.
Yeah.
Huge.
Bro, I think like Pablo, I can't
I'd say
understate
that's
enough.
2 for me.
Is like the music, like the Pablo, the album is the album that moved me from like just listening to music to like being into music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Same. I remember iconic memory in
Yeah.
year 10, I think.
Yeah.
And just like the process that he went through, just doing the whole album, like you get to see him go through it all and everything like that and change it, was you sliding a USB across to me in like English or something.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it was The Life of Pablo downloaded.
Yeah.
Again, illegally, you burned it, mate.
Because he only put it on Tidal, which
Yeah,
is
I
like
know, no one has
Jay-Z
Tidal.
stream, and no one has Tidal, man. So I remember I had to like pirate it to get to listen to it, but
I've still got it. It's like the original version
yeah,
of
it's
Wolves.
like the OG one because he like changed it halfway through.
There's no Saint Pablo on it.
Mad. That's such a good song.
Yeah.
Such a good track. That makes the album like just that little bit better.
Yeah, it
You know
is
what I mean?
really, really good. But yeah, so many good tracks from that
Good
album.
shit. No, Pablo's. Oh, I also have tatted on me as well.
Yeah.
That's the only album tats I've got. I don't happen to have any more, but yeah, Yeezus,
Surely plans to get
Pablo.
more.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking of getting well, because I've got like the Kid Cudi one as well.
Yeah, day and
'cause
night.
I had on my top 4. I had Man on the Moon 2 by Kid Cudi as well,
Mhm.
which like such an amazing like album for just so many things, you know. Like, it can be happy if you want it to be happy. It can be really sad if you want it to be really sad. It can be like chill. You know, it can be hard as well. Yeah, I think it's just like the best album for just.
Cuddy's
listening.
good at that.
He's so good at that, man. So I actually dead set reckon underrated.
He is. I was listening to. I was talking to you about this just before, but it actually made me cringe when I listened to it.
Yeah.
I was listening to the Caleb Ponga, Connor Watson, 257 Collective podcast. Actually, a pretty good podcast. Would recommend it. But
Yeah.
at the top of their podcast, they were talking about new songs that they've been listening to,
Yeah.
and they were talking about the Scots by Travis Scott, and they couldn't remember the name of the artist that featured on it. And then when they did, they didn't know how to say Cuddy,
Yeah.
which is just
What would they say?
like Kid Cudi,
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cutter.
Oh, it's so disrespectful to the man.
Literally the man who made Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Literally.
I guess it's just like Travis, like in the moment, is like he's bigger mainstream. You know what I mean? I don't know if I necessarily say like a better artist, but
I don't think I don't know.
I
Like
don't
when
know,
you
it's
when you
tough
get that
because-
high, you can't really. I don't know. You can't really compare like that.
I don't think I could say Cardi's really had any like bad tracks, but I can think of a couple bad Travis, especially features.
Like what?
Well, I mean, look at like most of his recent features. They're
I
not.
actually haven't been listening to him a lot. I didn't like Jack Boys. I still haven't really listened to it.
No, I love Jack Boys, man. Jack Boys
actually,
was good.
you know what? Huncho Jack Huncho.
Underrated, classic. No,
A
what?
lot of bad.
No,
don't
I
know.
disagree. I think it's underrated.
Well, Moonrock's good, and
I think it just depends on what type of music you're into.
Moonrock's good. And what's the other one that's on it? Saint.
Saint Laurent.
No, Saint. Saint's good as well.
Oh yeah,
Mama built a Saint.
Motorcycle Patches.
Yeah. Motorcycle patches on my jacket.
I reckon they're good. You know, Black and Chinese as
Yeah,
well.
that's a good track as well.
I reckon it's really underrated. I really like that and Jack Boys. I think what else have I been listening to? Like the new Nav came out yesterday. If you know Nav,
I haven't listening to
you
it.
don't know Nav.
I know Nav, but I haven't
Oh,
been listening to
well,
the other
it's like if you've ever heard a Nav song, you've heard every
Feel
Nav
like a
song. You know,
champion.
it's not ideal, but there's a Travis Scott feature on Nav's album,
Yeah. Any good?
and because they've done Champion. You've heard Champion.
Yeah.
That's a good Travis Scott feature, but this one is just like, I don't know. I feel like Travis Scott only shows up on features when like he really, really has to. Whereas,
Yeah.
because like you get ones like this song with Nav, where it's like, it's like if you made a Travis Scott feature in a lab, you know, it would sound like this, you know.
Yeah, okay, so it's just like pretty.
Yeah, it's just, bleh,
Yeah.
you know. But
Okay. I know what you mean.
But yeah. Other than like that, I don't know what else was on my top 4. I'm trying to think. It was Die Lit, played by Cardi.
Yeah, of course.
Bro, Cardi's been up to some shit.
Has he?
Yeah, haven't you seen the whole thing with like Cardi and Uzi and
No.
Bro, mental. It was like, so Cardi drops like At Me or At Meh,
Yeah, that
which
was
he uses his like baby voice. He's
bit of a weird track. Yeah.
And like I can handle it. It's fine. But no, it comes back to it, and like he's having like this beef with like Lil Uzi on Twitter.
Really? Are they
Yeah,
beefing?
which they're supposed to be best mates, but
Yeah.
I reckon it's fake as well. I reckon it's to do views, but and then Pain 1993. I don't know if you've heard like Drake's latest like mixtape thing.
No, I haven't.
Drake dropped like a mixtape thing, and it's got a song with Cardi on there. And I remember it was like hyped on Twitter,
Yeah.
and then it dropped, and it was like more of.
So he's. So what do you think his next album's going to be? Is it going to be a bit of that?
I hope it's not entirely that, you know, because like I really like the self-titled Playboi Carti album. I love Dial It. That's like my top 5 album all time.
One of your favourite songs ever as well.
From Long Time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
Long
very good
Time
song.
I think is like a top 3 all-time song for me. No, love Cardi, love Kanye, love the lads.
Yeah.
You know all that.
Great artists.
Yeah, I
But,
think
You know what
That-
time of the week it is?
I think I know what time of the week it is.
Time for our jingle. Take it away.
Moral dilemmas, moral dilemmas. We thought we'd invest in a better intro, but we haven't got one yet.
And we
so
swear we'll get it next week.
and we've still got us singing for the meantime, 'cause it's moral dilemmas. Moral dilemmas.
We're into it again. We will have one next week, I swear. We'll sit down, we'll nut it out, talk about one.
We will nut it out. We will nut on each other, the intro.
You know what? I actually think that we should get other people to record like a melody.
I was saying that as well. Well, we could just jump on like Fiverr or something and
Yeah,
just get
just say-
someone to just do an intro.
You know what?
Oh.
Whoop. Some dogs.
A couple of dogs in the background.
I think that we'll just go on Fiverr and we'll just say,
Yeah.
do your worst.
I mean, perks of recording in a bedroom, man.
Yeah,
You always get the dogs barking in the background.
Yeah, but moral dilemmas, we've got 2 for this week.
Yeah, hit us.
So number 1, it's pretty easy one. Should I grow my hair out? I don't really want it to be in that ugly in-between stage. So someone's got a short hair, should they grow it out?
Okay.
I'd say you have to put up with the ugly in-between stage. It only lasts a couple of months.
You have to.
I've done it. We've all
Everyone
done
has
it.
to do it because there's like I've gone to barbers and requested that they cut my hair into that stage. Like I've been like, hey, could I just get literally a centimetre trimmed?
Yeah.
Like I don't want anything big.
Yeah,
But they always do it too short.
literally.
It's never not, good.
It's better to have more to work with than less. I think.
That's what I say. I reckon
Everyone says that.
grow it out, let it happen.
It won't even look bad as well.
It won't look bad.
Like, if
Wait,
you
is
go
this
to a good
Is this a
hairdresser,
boy or a girl?
girl.
Girl.
If you go to a
grow
good
it out.
hairdresser, then they'll be able to cut it into a good shape. So.
Nah, this
But you only get to sit there for half an
nah,
hour, so
shouldn't even be a question. Grow it the heck out.
yeah,
Do it.
beauty. Next one. This is a bit of a long-winded question.
Right.
That first one. Shout Kelsey. Cheers for that, Kels.
Thanks, Kels.
Grow your hair out, love. Next one's from a good friend of ours, Sydney.
Yeah.
Bit of a long-winded question, but I've just sort of reduced it down. The gist of it is, what do you do when you've stalked someone on the internet and you've never met them, and then you meet them in person and they tell you things that you already know
Right.
because you've gone and you've looked
You've
at it
done
all.
the background research.
Yeah.
You've done the FBI
What do
dog.
you do? Do you act like, oh, wow, that's crazy. I had no idea that you had a dog named Fergus and you went to Bali last year. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I think, look, in that scenario,
Are you going to sit there and go, oh, yeah, I know that because I've stalked you?
I think you have to read the situation, Like, it depends on, like, how hard the stalking is really, If they're like, oh, I went to Bali, it's perfectly fine to say,
Oh, I think I saw photos.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think I saw a couple photos of that on your Instagram, Not that I was going through it or anything, but, I just saw it pop up.
Well, you've been tagged. We've got
yeah,
mutual
yada,
friends,
yada,
whatever.
I've seen it on your gram. But if they're like, oh, I had a toe infection last Sunday, and you're like, yeah, I know, I
saw that. I
I-
saw
I
those
did,
photos
and,
everywhere.
I asked a mate of a mate to send photos of your infected toe. So,
I actually called up, the walk-in centre just to ask them as well, and they recommend this.
yeah, and I do have all your bank details, your social security, where you live. I just happen to have
And the
that.
3 squiggly numbers on the back.
And I'm holding it over your head for ransom. I think the best thing to do is just play along. If
Yeah,
you already
you
know
have
it, like, because the thing is, like, if you acknowledge that you know it, then it might come off as weird. Whereas, like, if you just say, "Oh, that's cool," then it's like you can come back to them next time if you do see them again, and be like you can continue on and just be like,
Yeah, had a bit of a
"Oh,
stalk. I saw that you've done this."
you told me last time, so
yeah.
it's whatever. It is what it is."
And when you think about it, like, in today's world, no one's coming up to you and you're going, oh, I know. Like, I've stalked you. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah,
We've
yeah,
seen most people before we've met them.
for sure.
And you don't say it. And only certain people can get away with it.
You do your background research on everyone you meet.
Yeah,
It's
you
only
do.
fair, You can gauge a lot
You wanna
from
know
someone's
who you-
Instagram.
You
yeah.
want to know who you're trying to be a friend with. So.
Yeah, I purposefully set my Instagram up just so it looks, nice to people I've never met.
Well, I think everyone does that. You are lying
You have
if you
to.
say that you don't.
You do. You don't not. You do.
You know, one of my favorite memes was everyone has a private account, or most people do.
Of course.
One of my favorite memes was it's Mickey Mouse at Disneyland, and it's Mickey Mouse is standing at the front. It's like, you know, this is great. It's my main account versus my private account. Mickey Mouse in a dungeon,
Yeah.
sticking his head out from like the side of something.
I put a post on my private account the other day. I don't know if you saw it, but I deleted it like real quick because I got so much hate for it.
What was it?
It was like there's this new thing on Instagram where you can break like the image limitations.
What do
Like
you
know
mean?
how like when you post on Instagram, you can it's like usually a square, but they've allowed it to be like just that little bit bigger of a square.
Yeah.
I found out there's a way you can post an image that doesn't stop. Like it will go down and down and down and down and down and down and down, and it does not stop.
Okay.
And yeah, because I saw some meme page posts like a meme that was like way too long, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck is
I gotta
Instagram
do
broken?"
this.
I thought it was just a new feature, and I DM'd them and I was like, "How'd you do that?" And they sent me like a video tutorial, and it was like, you have to Google super long image, and the first one that pops up is like 30,000 pixels like height, and you
Yep.
save it to your images, and you post it, and like Instagram glitches, and it thinks that that's the whole image, so it will literally post this image that's 30,000 pixels long, and like I put it on my private account, and I put the comment like the caption was like, "Oh, so sorry, keep scrolling." And like within 5 minutes, I had 3 comments, and they were like, "I restarted my whole phone because of this. I deleted Instagram because of this. You're a dickhead." And I was like, "Oh, like if I'm on
No,
the
you
receiving
can't
end, I
get rid
hate
of
that."
No, you have to write it out.
Oh, I couldn't deal with it, man. I couldn't deal with the pressure.
So yeah, Sydney. Don't be weird. Just play it by ear.
Stop
you know?
being a weirdo,
Yeah.
dickhead.
Come on, Sydney.
No, you're right. Is that it? Do we
Yeah,
have
I
any-
think that'll wrap it up. Oh, one more thing,
Yeah.
and let us know if you like this. But we just did it as a bit of throwaway in the first podcast. Fun facts
Yeah.
to wrap up the show.
Do you have some? I don't have any on me.
I have some fun facts, but you know, guys, let us know if you enjoy these fun facts.
Yeah.
So my first fun fact: children of identical twins, right? So the children of identical twins,
Yeah.
are technically cousins, but genetically are siblings.
Mad? That's pretty sick.
So, like, if your mum has a twin sister, then your cousin would genetically be closer to being a sibling than a cousin.
Then a cousin.
How crazy is that?
It's a little odd, but I can see it, I guess. I had reminds me of like I saw somewhere it was like you could be like your own grandpa. Yeah, I see that. So like suppose you marry a widow, right?
Yep.
Who already has a grown-up daughter, and your father marries the widow's grown-up daughter. Now the widow's daughter becomes your mother. Since your mother's mother is your wife is also your grandmother. As the husband of your grandmother, you become your own grandpa.
Oh, Jesus.
fucked
I
is that?
actually can't wrap my head around
Yeah,
that.
you can't
You
think
need
about
you need
it.
to map that out.
We need like a family tree of just like crazy like dot points, you know, red pins. Who is he? Like squiggly lines on it and shit.
And just the last one to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Squirrels are behind most power outages in the US.
What do you mean?
Squirrels cause most power outages in the US. Just like running on the lines and just like that type of thing.
Oh, the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, the squirrel lads.
The squiz.
They would, wouldn't they? They so would.
They would.
That's so
They're
typical of them.
menaces.
Get them out.
Get them out.
We need a mass. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't.
We don't want Peter on our back here.
Oh, bro.
No, guys, that was this week's episode, the third episode of the Everything's Fun podcast. Mitchell,
Episode 3. Here's
Enjoy.
to 3 more before we quit.
yeah, hope you enjoyed, guys.
No, that was good.
enjoy your
I think that was a good one. That was a nice chilled one.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it.
it was good.
Let us know what you think in the comments.
Yeah, if you're on
Give us
YouTube.
your feedback. It is very, very, very useful.
Oh, Superman! If you legit have anything to say about this in the comments, please do, because we
we are very responsive. We'll get back to you.
we listen and read to like literally every comment.
Yeah.
So yeah, please do that if you're on YouTube. If you're on Spotify, just keep listening. You know, it helps.
Podcast app, maybe in your review, just write, this, that,
Yeah,
whatever else.
do what you
Whatever
do.
it is, guys, we're dead
Help
serious.
us out. And
Please
follow
leave
the
some
follow the
feedback.
Instagram as well. That's a
Yeah.
big one because we're gonna be starting to post the moral dilemmas on there.
So if you want us to read out your moral dilemmas, follow the Instagram.
or just to ask the show anything really.
Yeah,
Just send us a
literally.
DM on there. What is it? Instagram, everything's fine. Poddy.
Yep.
Like PODDY.
That's it. We'll link it down below. You
yeah,
can find
link
it.
down below. Jump on that, please. Get us some followers on there. But other than that,
If you made it this far in the video,
comment.
Rusty Fork.
Rusty fork. Rusty fork. You have to comment it twice. That's
Twice.
the rules.
Rusty Fork, Rusty Fork.
All right.
Enjoy your week, guys. Thanks for listening.
And remember, everything's fine.